Okay, so today I have from the Fast and the Furious, I have Dominic Toretto's Dodge Charger, which is pretty exciting. Unfortunately, I guess it was originally supposed to come with a Dominic Toretto action figure, and they somebody returned it to the store with the Dominic Toretto figure swapped out with this weird figure of the guy from Twilight in bad cosplay. So, oh wait a minute, the Batman Batmobile? Ugh, that was supposed to be the Batmobile? Oh my god, that is so lame. That's supposed to be a Batmobile. Oh, don't worry, folks. I only paid $13 for it. Wow, that is just the laziest Batmobile. Like I used to think the Batmobile from Batman and Robin was the worst Batmobile, with the disco ball in the front. But like at least they tried to make it look like a Batmobile. This just looks like he just got something out of the junkyard and spray painted it matte black. It's got a big engine in the back. I guess that's nice, but Batmobile, really? Like all they did was like make the back of the car kind of vaguely bat shaped. Like this is just sad. But I mean, look at his Batman outfit. So, here is the back of the package, and it has Robert Pattinson crouching on top of the car like he's Teen Wolf, and he probably would have been better to play Teen Wolf, honestly. So, it does make some sounds apparently, but I don't know if it's going to make them right now. It doesn't seem to be, because it looks like you're supposed to press on the top of the car. Oops, I accidentally pressed the bottom out of the box. So when I bought this, I just kind of threw it in the back of my truck because I didn't really care about it, and I didn't realize it was wet in the back of my truck, and the package got kind of soaked. So that's why it comes with a gigantic instruction sheet. Like, look how huge this thing is. I haven't seen an instruction sheet this big for anything since like the 80s. And even then it was for a pretty massive play set. So I kind of wonder if this even comes with batteries to make the thing work. Since apparently I'm, going to have to turn on an on switch. Well, seriously, look how big this accessory sheet is. And a lot of it is in other languages. It says, requires 3 AAA batteries. I don't even know if I have any AAA batteries. And even if I did, do I really want to bother? I don't really want to bother. So you're supposed to poke out the bottom of the box, and it's got the little tabs that hold the vehicle in, one of them which has actually already come loose. So we'll just go ahead and take loose the other tabs. And they do have like a little handle on them, so that makes it easier for them to get off, but not quite as easy as the ones from Roton that I was dealing with the other day, if you remember those. And it says to turn them like in different directions, which is also strange. See, like, I'll show you once I get that loose. So like this one says to turn it in one direction, and this one says to turn it in another direction. Very strange. So there we go. And there is this vehicle out of the package. I guess it does have batteries in there. So I turned it on, it made noise. So can you hear that? That's the noise it makes. It's got lights in the front, lights in the back. So that's pretty fancy. So I bought this because it was marked down for clearance. I think I've gotten enough of it. And even though, like, I think it's a pretty lame Batmobile, it does, I think, have some nice possibilities for the Dreadnoks in G.I. Joe. So I'll be putting him in with that. So there we go. It's kind of vaguely Thunder Machine like. But I already have a Thunder Machine, so I think I'm going to do something different with it. I might even just leave it like this. Maybe slap some Dreadnought stickers on it or something like that. Paint some flames on it. That might be kind of cool. So, but yeah, so it does make noise. It has these blue flame pieces. Those are not removable. They're just stuck on there forever. So I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could find a way to take it off. Really, that's the only thing this Batmobile like about it is that it's got the flames coming out of the back. Like, you know, uh, like the single most basic bitch thing they could think of to do with a Batmobile, they did it. Man, it's just there was no imagination put into designing anything for this movie, was there? God, it was so lame. And it's like I don't understand how like I mean, maybe if you were somebody who just did not give a shit about Batman at all, then I can understand how somebody liked that movie. But I know people who actually read the comic books and they'll be like, that was the most accurate Batman movie to the comic book I've ever seen. And I'm like, dude, you read the comics. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, please tell me what Batman movie, what Batman comic you read that was like that movie, because I don't want to read it. I'm gonna avoid it. So we'll go ahead and. I mean, there was just not a lot for me to say about this vehicle. The doors open and close. It has lights and sounds, and this is what it looks like. That's supposed to be the Batmobile. It's got a steering wheel. It's got some stuff on the console. It's got like a little computer that's angled towards the driver, like in a police car. What else do you want me to say about this thing? You can put two characters in here. So you could, I guess the other characters in this line were, they had a Commissioner Gordon that came with a police car, and they had Catwoman, and they had the Penguin. So I guess any of them could ride in the car with Robert Pattinson in his bad cosplay. So there you go. That's about all I can think of to say about this vehicle. It is funny to me how like the main villain of this movie was the Zodiac killer that was called the Riddler, and they never made any figures of him for this line. Probably because he was just some creep in a Gimp mask, and what parent is going to want to buy that for their kids? So his cape is all stuck in there, and I think it might have got a little messed up while it was in the package, but who cares? Because I'm not going to do anything with this figure anyway. Maybe I might do something like the 12-inch Snake Eyes figure where I, customized it. But I don't think I'd do a Snake Eyes figure out of it because I've already got several 3 3/4-inch Snake Eyes. And look, he was actually in the package like this with his pigeon toes all pointed in and all knock-kneed like that. He just looked awkward and pathetic. Oh God, he's just so sad. Ugh. People looked at this and they were like, that is the best Batman costume I've ever seen in any movie. And this is the action figure, again, like the 12-inch figure, it actually kind of improved on it, because at least it made the cowl look slightly better. But man, that is a terrible Batman figure for a terrible movie of a terrible actor doing a terrible job playing Batman. So there we go. What a piece of garbage. There. Throw him across the room. I couldn't stand to hold it anymore. So I'm sorry this wasn't a better video. They can't all be winners, folks. So, but yeah, that was pretty much that. I had to get that out of the way. So probably going to try to do some kind of customization to this to make it look a little more, like I said, to me, it looks more like a Dreadnought vehicle than a Batman vehicle already. So it won't be hard, but I think it'll work for my Dreadnoughts, and a lot better than it would be for an alleged Batmobile. So I think I'm going to call it a day on this video, just under 10 minutes. But I figured since I already had this thing, I might as well do a video on it. And since this one was so short and disappointing, I'm going to do a video on something a little better. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye.